Say hi, everybody.
Hey, buddy.
Say thank you for watching Dada.
Dada.
Hey guys, welcome to the video. Thank you for saying hi to Charlie. It's been a while since I've shared him with you guys. It feels like just yesterday I announced his birth 2.5 years ago. Crazy, the little guy is growing up. Today, we're joined by Viiper, the #1 player in the world, the highest ever trophies at the time of this recording, and the highest ever with Hog Rider. Obviously, before we get into the replays, a quick word from today's sponsor, which, by the way, second channel still going strong, covering Raid. Here it is. Today's video is brought to you by, you guessed it, Raid Shadow Legends, where my second channel is still going strong. No better time to check out Raid Shadow Legends. It's a champion collector, kind of real-time strategy RPG game, all kind of meshed into one. Has amazing reviews on the iTunes and Google Play Store. And if you're an Amazon Prime owner, if you have any Amazon Prime account, you can link it to your account and get tons of free stuff. I just did a champion guide on the new free epic champion, pending your Amazon Prime Whisper, so check that out on my second channel. She's really actually pretty solid, and Vala will be coming in just a couple months as well, so stay on the lookout for those, among a bunch of other cool rewards in game. Also, it's not too late to claim previous prizes. If you log in now, link your account, you can get 2 million silver and 700 energy. Now in January this month, if you download the game using my link in the first line of the description of this video, you will get a new bounty of rewards, a perfect kind of starter kit to get you on your way within the game. You will be getting 1 free champion, the Adjudicator, 10 mystery shards, 2 clan boss keys, and 100,000 silver for new players. So make sure you keep an eye on your inbox if you download using my link below. That again, that offer is only good for 30 days. Thank you so much, Raid Shadow Legends, for sponsoring today's video. Alright guys, into the very first replay I have for you guys, again, that got him to #1 in the world. I chose these replays to share with you guys specifically because they're all either really entertaining or just presenting how to beat, kind of a blueprint on how to beat a very popular deck or an annoying deck to face, such as the next replay. We're going to be against Tornado and Bomb Tower in the same deck, so how do you navigate, how do you negotiate a matchup like that? That is going to be the topic of today's video, and of course a huge shout out to Viiper for joining us. He has like 4 accounts right now in the top 100. The guy's just amazing. I'll tell you what, if I was another top ladder player, which I'm obviously not, and I ran into Viiper, I would be violating COPA to say what I would be doing right now, or I would actually not be violating COPA. Either way, I would be scared. Let's put it that way. So anyway, starting off here, this Viiper at the top of your screen in this first matchup here, tried to get him at the bottom, but look at that, look at that, look at that log! Oh my word, and that was it. That was it. This is the reason I shared this replay with you guys, because the opponent, he has nothing. What can he do here? You know, what can he do? Other than fireball the King Tower, you know? I mean, he just nailed it, and that's the thing about Viiper, right? If you really want to take your game to the next level with this deck, or with really any deck, but especially a faster or mid-cost deck like the one that we're covering today, just having a very, very solid awareness of what cards your opponent has in their hands. Like, you know what I'm talking about. Like, we repeated this 1,000 times here on the channel. But I'm saying, like, you have your device, you have your phone or whatever, you have your iPad, whatever you play on, you just need to be locked in. You can't have, you know, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your mom, whoever kind of talking to you in the background. You're just going to be distracted and not pay attention to what your opponent's doing. Now, that's fine if you're just playing casually, but if you're going for a new personal best, be in a quiet spot or put on some music or whatever it takes to get you in that Zen mode, and then just concentrate and keep your mind, keep your head in the game. That's really one of the huge keys to playing well in Clash Royale, and that's one of the many reasons I suck at the game, because I suck at doing that. My mind is always racing, and I always have to get back to somebody, and I'll stop making excuses. Anyway, this match here, we're going against Graveyard. I want you to pay attention to, again, some of the tendencies that Viiper does, such as that one right there, playing that Executioner really high against that Baby Dragon. And this is the deck I was talking about, right? I mean, the opponent has Bomb Tower and Tornado. How are we ever going to break through? Well, we do here for a second, but it's going to be one hit and then Tornado to the King Tower. And now that we see the NATO and the Bomb Tower, I think Viiper knows, okay, this is going to be a chip damage, a spell cycle type matchup. That's exactly what's going to end up happening here. So you're going to start to see him already identify just 1 minute in that he's going to have to cycle his spells. So he starts cycling logs in the left early, right? So whenever he doesn't have a play or an obvious response to the opponent, he's going to start cycling his logs in that left tower. And that's the first thing you have to identify. Okay, the guy has, or the guy or the gal that we're playing against has 2 hard counters to my Hog Rider. It's going to be a spell cycle matchup. So the entire match, you're going to see Viiper just chipping away at that left tower and then being very, very cautious with his rockets. Rocket cycling is easier said than done. You got to make sure you're doing it at the right time where you know you have the cards in your hand to defend, because you know the opponent's going to put pedal to the metal, full throttle on you on the defensive end, right? You got to be prepared for a huge push from your opponent. I don't know, that was kind of punny and weird. But anyway, Goblins here against this Ice Wizard. There they are. 1 minute going into double elixir time here. So a knight for the opponent. We go ahead and we mirror that play with the Valkyrie in the left lane. Meanwhile, we send in that Ice Spirit there in the right, cycling and making the opponent maybe use a bomb tower or something. They didn't even have it in hand, but basically trying to juke something out of their hand. But either way, we have cycled to the rocket, and knowing the Executioner's alive, we have our finger on the tornado there at the ready. What a beautiful sequence there, and that was one of my favorite plays of this match. Just having that tornado ready there at the bridge with that Executioner, just a sliver of health left, able to place that tornado, get the log in there as well, get more damage on the tower, and defend successfully against that graveyard push. So here we go again. It's going to be a Hog and a Valkyrie, but really we're not expecting to get damage in this sequence here. We're expecting to defend and keep that Executioner alive there below the bridge. Perfect job with the Executioner, and make the opponent defend a little bit while we can cycle to our next rocket and have our hand ready so we can defend the next graveyard push. So again, we send in the Hog Rider first. That's going to pull those tanks back a little bit, and then he NATOs the opponent. So we have a NATO of our own. Executioner's going to clean this all up just fine. We log. We also have the Goblins in hand, so the Goblin's going to evade that poison just momentarily, just long enough. And look at the damage discrepancy here, guys. We have about an 800 or so damage lead. Things are looking really good. We have Rocket in hand, but we're not going to play it yet. We have to defend first, or at least get our Executioner down the board, and then we can play the Rocket. So we go in another Hog Rider, and again, something to note here. What a beautiful tornado again. And the log goes down. Just sick plays here. He is textbook playing this matchup right here, guys. Protecting his Executioner, tons of value tornadoes, not too aggressive with the Rocket. Again, he did not Rocket there. He played the Executioner instead. Valkyrie here at the bridge, and now 57 seconds in this match. Things are looking good. Here comes another Rocket, and again, Executioner tornado, Ice Spirit to protect, and Executioner just cleaning up here on our side of the arena at the bridge. Rocket comes down. Very well played indeed. That is the magic of Viiper. That's why I wanted to have this guy back on the channel and show you some of this gameplay. It's really just textbook, you know, for lack of a better word. Now let's go ahead and face a Lava Hound matchup here. So this is Lava Hound, and I noticed in yesterday's video a lot of you guys telling me that you think the Lava Hound is going to be buffed. Now, by the time you watch this video, you'll already have the changes in the game. They actually go into effect on Tuesday, not Monday, so you guys will know. But a few people, one of the top comments from yesterday's video was like, dude, Lava Hound got buffed, Ash, not nerfed. And as I said in my balance change video, there's a lot going on with the Lava Hound, and I'll pause for a second. Notice the Valkyrie Goblins opposite side of the Lava Hound. He's going to do that every single time in these Lava Hound matchups. There's another one towards the end of the video, different deck, but another Lava Hound matchup, and that's what he does. He puts pressure. He does two things. Puts pressure opposite lane with Valkyrie and Goblins, A, and B, he's going to use a Rocket here. Check it out. He uses a Rocket against the Baby Dragon. Also gets the Lava Hound too, which is nice. And now the Miner's wasted by the opponent. But he's not afraid to make those. And look at that, King Tower activation 2. Unbelievable. Good game from the opponent, Pandora. I'm more of a Spotify guy myself. And honestly, That is good game. I mean, King Tower activation, he didn't have to use the tornado with the Executioner. Instead, he used the tornado on the miner, activated King Tower. Just beautiful play there. And again, set that up. Valkyrie opposite lane, forcing a Night Witch out of the opponent. He knows they have Barbarians in hand now. So what do? Well, we're just going to send in a Valkyrie at the bridge again, knowing that Barbarians are in hand. He can't use the Barbarians, forces him to use a Night Witch there. It's going to pull that Mega Minion to the opposite lane too. He can use the Lava Hound here, but he's not going to. Not going to pressure Lava Hound at the bridge when we knows we have Executioner in hand. So the opponent here just kind of trapped, can't really do anything. Now we go in with the Hog Rider again. Going to go in with that log too. No hits though on that tower. Chipping away. The opponent does have the damage advantage here with 5 seconds left in single elixir time, but it's not going to be for long. Here we go again. The Valkyrie at the bridge. This time realizing there are no Barbarians in hand, and we go with the Goblins instead on the defensive end to stop those Barbarians. Nice job using the Valkyrie opposite lane, forcing a miner out of the opponent. You see how Viiper just does a really good job, guys, of making the opponent do things they don't want to do? He does a really good job of that, just kind of setting the tempo and playing cards to kind of dictate the cadence of the match himself rather than wait for the opponent to do that. So here we go. It's going to be a Valkyrie to pull that baby D away. Miner goes in. We don't catch the miner, but the Goblin's still clinging on to health, able to chip away at that miner with the help of that activated King Tower. Now a NATO comes down from Viiper. Hog Rider's ready to attack. In the left, we have a predictive log there, going to push those Barbarians back, but again, no Hog Rider hit on that left tower. Here we go again. Executioner gets one swing off, but a huge push coming in. Baby Dragon and a bunch of Barbarians. Executioner already back in hand again, disposes of that Baby D, and now the activated King Tower helping out against that miner. Again, that activation was huge for us. So here we go. No Barbarians in hand, so we went hot and heavy in the paint here, ladies and gentlemen. Log comes down. There it is. Log pushes the Barbarians a little bit, but doesn't matter. The Hog gets so many hits on that left tower. Good game comes down from the opponent. All we need is a log and a rocket, and this is going to be GG's here. Actually, we don't even need anything. A Hog Rider is probably going to finish things off here, right? Okay, one hit. That's going to be rocket range, 80 HP. GG's. Well played again. Really a great formula for you guys to beat Lava Hound using this deck. And notice how Viiper always seems to be so patient. He's never in a rush, you know? He's always just... Even if he's in rocket cycle range like we saw 2 matches ago, he's cool, man. He's cool. He just sits back and he defends first. He always seems to be in control of these matches. So here's 2 hits to open things up with the Hog Rider. Another kind of thing to note is that he does start with a naked Hog Rider a lot of these matches if he has it in hand, especially if he has Tornado also in hand on the defensive end. So here we go. It's going to be a Viper again at the top of your screen this time. We have Executioner in hand. We play it into the Ice Golem, and a poison immediately comes down for the opponent. So about 40 seconds or so into this match, and again, just being really, really safe here early on. No need to do anything crazy. Nice log there, actually hits that Valkyrie, allowing the Executioner to finish her off, I think, or not finish her off, but get her really, really down a lot in HP. Here comes the Graveyard from the opponent. Interesting deck the opponent is running here with the, we've seen this version before, right? But we see it with archers usually and not with the Musketeer. Anyway, nice defense there, cleaning up with the Valkyrie, the Goblins, and the log on defense against that Graveyard. But still, we do have the damage deficit here, but this deck, it just gets better in better, you know, assuming you can react fast enough in double elixir time. So here we go, 40 seconds remaining in single elixir time. We have that Hog Rider selected in hand. Still haven't found my hat, by the way. Sorry about the hairdo, like you guys care. Anyway, here comes a bomb tower against this Hog Rider here. Using that Hog, even though we know he has a counter in hand, just to get the counter out of rotation and keep our rotation going as well. So we have the defensive cards we need to defend. So here we go. It's going to be an Ice Spirit down first. We also have the, trying to get that King Tower activation. We actually nail it there. Wow, I love the King Tower activation on the Graveyard. Very well played, and I don't need to tell you guys, but Log Bait and Graveyard are 2 of the best decks to have a King Tower activation on. A nice log comes down there, just buying us more time. The Hog Rider is hammering away at that right tower, and all of a sudden, we are in the driver's seat inside this match. Valkyrie does a nice job protected by that Ice Spirit from those bats, and here we go. We NATO that Musketeer right into the Valkyrie. I like that NATO play. I really love that NATO play. You see all kinds of kind of unorthodox moves being played here by Viiper. We go with the Goblins against the Graveyard. Meanwhile, the Executioner doing good work against that Night Witch. And you know what time it is? We just defended. It's time for a rocket. It was a predictive rocket, obviously, just using the rocket to take down that Ice Golem. Kidding. But still, we hit the Ice Golem, not too bad, right? So 20 seconds remaining, one more rocket's gonna do it here, but we have Valkyrie in hand, we have Log in hand, we have Executioner in hand. We're just gonna focus on defending. It was a really easy defense with that Executioner. Now the Hog is gonna push that Executioner right into the tower, and the Hog does get one hit, that final blow on that right tower. Very well played, guys. I have one more match, one or two more matches, I forgot, in store for you guys. Let's go to the next one here. I forgot which one we have next. All right, guys, here we go against Lava Hound again. This is the last match. It's Lava Miner. Did I say it was a different deck? It's the same deck, gosh. At least it looks that way so far. We go in again with that Hog Rider starting play, and Hog's going to score 2 hits just like last time. So let's see if we can kind of remember the moves that we made the last match and try to duplicate them this time. Notice KK switching to Lava Miner here at the end of the season. I guess bait was not working out so well. Anyway, here we go. A nice job with the Executioner just cleaning up against that Lava Hound. Miner is hammering away, but a nice, again, King Tower activation there by Viiper. That's gonna really come into play. Nice Ice Spirit as well. So we will take some damage from this baby dragon. Quite a lot of damage, but it doesn't matter. We have that activated King Tower, but again, I guess, you know, let's hold your horses a little bit here, Ash. Activated King Tower against Lava Hound, unlike Graveyard, not as useful, but we'll still take it. The activated King Tower is going to help out, especially against those miners as we progress into this match. But just like last time, again, repeating the same habits. That's why I decided to show 2 Lava Hound replays for you guys, because, again, opposite lane, Valkyrie Goblins, take care of the Barbarians, and that's something you'll see Viiper do again and again and again with this deck. So here we go, 41 seconds remaining in single elixir time. We go in with the Hog Rider again. Hog's going to score another hit here on that right tower, giving us not the damage lead, but still looking pretty good here with 30 seconds or so remaining in single elixir time. A nice NATO there, and now we're forced to, actually not forced, we use an Ice Spirit. Beautiful NATO Ice Spirit from Viiper. See how he's always able to defend using the most minimal amount of elixir possible? Goes in with another Hog Rider, this time scores 2 more hits and gives us the damage advantage. Valkyrie down to distract that baby dragon on our side of the arena. Now we're almost in double elixir time. Meanwhile, the Princess Tower hammering away at that baby dragon and gonna get a couple shots against that Mega Minion. We do go ahead and use that Ice Spirit as well. A nice elixir advantage for the opponent. So we cycle these goblins, forcing a zap out of the opponent there, and now we're going to defend against this big push, but we have the magical defense right in hand. We have the Exy and the NATO and the Rocket and the Valkyrie. Good luck, opponent, right? Well, and here comes that, we're not even messing around. We rocket right away there. And now we have the Tornado in hand, but we don't use it right away. First we use that Valkyrie. Then we use that Tornado. And then we use the Ice Spirit. That Executioner stayed alive so long. And I'll tell you what, we took a lot of damage, but that is just incredible defense. The fact that we didn't lose that tower, I would have lost that tower. I'm telling you, like 100% I would have lost that tower. But somehow, Viiper able to stay alive. And now we just pile these troops up at the bridge here. We go in with that Hog Rider, excuse me. We go in with that Hog Rider, and the NATO comes down a little late on the NATO, but it doesn't matter. Just a beautiful kind of defense through offense there. And now here we go, 2 minutes remaining, 1 minute away from triple elixir time. But we're gonna send in that Hog Rider. There is no Barbarians in hand this time, guys. Here we go, that's 1 hit with the Hog Rider. That's gonna be GG. There's the Rocket, and that is it. That's all she wrote, guys. So man, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did. Huge shout out to Viiper. Check out his player stats and profile thanks to statsroyale.com. That information will be in the show notes below. And of course, a huge shout out to Bren Chong, my YouTube partner. Check out Bren's information as well. And thanks so much for the support on my second channel covering Raid Shadow Legends, guys. I really appreciate it. And last shout out to you guys for using the creator code CWA. Thank you all so very much. And as always, take care, guys.